Good morning. Can you hear me in the back?
Yes.
Thanks. So welcome this morning, particularly if you are new or sort of new, and also welcome to those of you who are watching on the streaming. My name is Eric Fromme. I'm one of the assistant teachers here at KCC, and very pleased to be able to welcome you this morning to our Sangha. And today's schedule is the usual Sunday morning schedule of a bit less than an hour of calm-abiding meditation, and followed by a break, and then followed by our usual question and answer period. And on behalf of my fellow teachers and on behalf of our Sangha, I think we all hope that you find here this morning a true refuge, a place to rest and reflect on your life and what matters most to you in your life. And it seems like lately, almost every week, there's a highly publicized event involving gun violence, with 3 events this week. And on Friday, one of my colleagues said that she only slept for a few hours that night because she was thinking about the police officers who'd been shot and killed in Dallas. And we've had a number of conversations in our Q&As over the last month or so about such events, and I've been thinking about what is the connection between the calm abiding practice that we do here and then the difficult events that happen in our lives. And there's probably a lot of connections. But the three ways that I wanted to integrate into this morning's sitting are the elements of intention, attention, and attitude. And in calm abiding, our intention is to cultivate our ability to be present in our lives. Because we understand that it's very easy to lose sight of what is really important. It is really easy to pretend that what is important is very small because small seems somehow more manageable. And there's an element of truth to that. But at the same time, the smaller you make your world, the more vulnerable you make yourself to loss. And maybe the more compelled you are to cling to what you have. And so Albert Einstein, in a letter to a father who had just lost his son to polio, wrote, "Dear Robert, a human being is part of the whole, called by us universe. A part limited in time and space, he experiences himself, his thoughts and feelings as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. The striving to free oneself from this delusion is the one true issue, the one issue of true religion. So the first element of calm abiding practice is intention, and from that place let us go for refuge by reciting the traditional refuge and bodhicitta prayer.
Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness.
Now let's begin the period of formal calm abiding meditation that will last about 45 minutes. And in the middle I'll give a distinctive short ring of the bell, signaling a 1-minute break to stretch and reestablish yourself in your meditation. And so from the intention to benefit oneself and others arises the next element of calm abiding practice, and that is attention. Remembering what is most important, we cultivate our attention. And we do that because we know that we are vulnerable to being distracted, to forgetting what's most important. And we know that when we're distracted, we are more vulnerable and more likely to react in ways that are not beneficial. And so when we notice this, we bring our attention back. And in calm abiding, we give it an object as an anchor, most commonly the breath, because it's always there and has always been there, and connects us to the fundamental roots of our life. And that's the practice. When you notice that you're distracted, bring yourself back to your breath. And if you practice this over and over, what you'll find is that you'll start to notice when you've gotten distracted from what's most important in your life. And you may notice when you're reacting to things in an unhelpful way, to some bad news, or the person in front of you, or your own thoughts, feelings, and cravings. And when you notice that, that brings us to the third element that's practiced in calm abiding. Which is the attitude or way in which you bring yourself back. When you notice that you're distracted or reacting in an unhelpful way or distressed or overwhelmed, how do you respond? Because how you respond to that moment is also what you're practicing. And in calm abiding, whatever the distraction that arises, the moment that you recognize it, the practice is to respond with gentleness, with friendliness, and with simplicity. And just bring your mind back to the breath, to the object of your meditation. In that simple act, you're practicing letting go of the optical delusion of consciousness. And you're practicing responding to whatever arises in your life and your experience with kindness and compassion. And do that over and over again, because what you practice grows stronger. What you practice grows stronger. And so let's begin. Feel for any tension in your body. Breathe into it, and as you breathe out, let the tension go. Feel yourself in contact with the ground, through your seat and through your feet, or with your chair. And bring your awareness to your breathing, placing it gently there. Not thinking about breathing or investigating breathing. Simply noticing your breathing. And rest in that noticing. It's helpful. Take a minute to stretch and reestablish your posture in your meditation.
virtue may I quickly realize Mahamudra and establish all beings without exception in this state.
So now we have a break for about 15 minutes. And let's see, there are things to make tea with in the back of the kitchen, and please feel welcome to help yourself to a cup of tea. And there are 3 bathrooms in the house, one in the back of the kitchen if you walk straight back, one at the top of the stairs on the second floor on the right, and also one if you go down into the basement. There's a bathroom there just to the right of the stairs. And let's see, we have announcements. Let's see. KCC is having a sit-a-thon fundraiser on Labor Day weekend. Much like a marathon,
My kind of marathon.
KCC is seeking Sangha members and meditators to make a pledge to sit on September 3rd and to raise funds for KCC. To know more, or if you are interested, talk to Linda Besant or Jennifer Cox. Oh, looks like it's in Grant Park. Oh, is Linda here?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
So,
Yeah, do you want to say anything more, Linda?
sure. Because it's not like a marathon in terms of distance. It's like a kind of thongs where people gather pledges to support people to do something. So, Salika's also on this committee. There have been 3 of us working on it, and we were seeking a way to gather funds to support KCC that actually fit in with what we do. And we felt, I think, most strongly in this time of so much turmoil and samsara that we needed an event that would benefit people in the way that we have confidence that practice benefits the world. So what better thing could we do than sit together out in the open where other people might encounter an opportunity for mindfulness, or where we could bring, like my partner Martha, she's really interested, but she's never been able to get herself here on a Sunday morning. But she said right away, well, I'd go to the park. So she's going to come and just sit. So the day of the event, anybody who encounters us by accident because they're there in Grant Park to play softball or something, or whom we bring to share this event with us, can just sit. And it won't have anything to do with fundraising the day of the event. And we hope that a moment of mindfulness will help in all that's happening right now. It'll go for 4 hours and the person can sit for 10 minutes, or all 4 hours. There'll be a break of 10 minutes or 15 minutes in between, just like we do here. Bill and Zopa will be taking turns facilitating the practice. But ahead of time, we really also were seeking a way that those of us who benefit from this community could broaden the base of support for this community by going out and asking all our friends and neighbors and colleagues to just pledge us a little bit for sitting there. And I know that in my neighborhood, I supported the band and the Catholic Church, and last week somebody rappelled off the 1000 Broadway building downtown in support of Outward Bound, if you can imagine that, and I gave her a pledge for that. And I feel quite confident that I could go out and ask these people if they would support this thing that I believe in strongly, for me to sit for a couple of hours, because that's the most I could do for one day. And help the Sangha. So that's what it's going to be, and Salidra knows a lot about it, I know a lot about it, Jennifer knows a lot, and over the next few weeks we have packets that anyone who wants to sit can ask for us, and we'll give you everything you need to know how to gather your pledges. And we also have asked certain people to be captains of little teams so that they'll help us. And you may be asked by someone who's agreed to be a captain to participate. So think about it. We think we're really very excited that we've thought of something to do that is who we really are, as opposed to a gala dinner or an art show or something, which are great. And we did a great dinner. We're going on Michael's 70th birthday, but you need to save those for an event, an occasion. So this is us. So please think about either volunteering that day or coming and just sitting or gathering pledges from the people that you know how much this means to you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Linda. Salidra and Jennifer. Let me see, just a few more. So Zopa is having a little retreat today, but if she were here, she would tell us all she is doing a deep cleaning, leading a deep cleaning this coming Saturday the 16th from 9 to 1. And apparently they're going to take apart the shrine and clean that too. And she says you can come for part or all of it. And she says there will be music and refreshments. So that's deep cleaning Saturday, the 16th, from 9 to 1. And let me see. And then just a few teaching events. One is July 23rd, so not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. Bill and I will lead a session for those who are engaged in Nundro or the Mahamudra program. And I think the title is called The Four Opponent Powers.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, we
Don't have to go to find out.
Yeah, right. And the other practice that we'll be doing and discussing is purification, Vajrasattva. And so that'll be the 23rd from 9 until noon. And then Lama Eric Triplehorn will be leading a retreat, week-long retreat at Ananda, August 20th through 28th, called Discovering Awareness, Relaxing in the Solace of the Three Solitudes. And scholarships are available, and we're also seeking donations for scholarships for that. Anything else? All right. Well, Ms. Marie will start ringing the bell when it's time to come back.